Hey guys, welcome to another interview. I'm with Aathyanth. Aathyanth, if you want like introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Aathyanth LPKV. Uh, I've been playing cricket for 3.5 years. I'm a genuine all-rounder. I bat top order and I bowl leg spin.
So just getting started with the questions. So what inspired you to like first start playing?
Uh, I have Indian parents and my dad plays cricket, so I guess that really started it. But when I was 11, I used to go to his games and watch all the uh, hard tennis ball games around here, and I wanted to play ever since I've uh, ever since I've seen those games, I really wanted to play cricket, but there wasn't really much academies around here for me to actually join and play games.
So like, what are some challenges like on and off the field, like playing here?
Well, here in Maryland, the first number one challenge is the weather. I want to say because um, a lot of places they play year round, and especially like Texas Bay Area, uh, they can really like grow their talent that way playing year round. And playing in Maryland, we don't even get a full spring season. Like half of our games get washed out, and we have to end pretty early because of the snow and winter weather. That's probably one of the biggest challenges around here.
Right. And so would that like affect like form and everything like that?
Yeah, because you don't have like a continuous run of play.
Yeah.
So
Like
that really reduces our opportunities to score more.
yeah. Like, what are some opportunities that exists for like youth players like us here in the U.S.?
Uh, like big leagues are happening around here, like newly started up. USJL, sanctioned by USA Cricket. There's minor league. Uh, that's a really big one though. USPL, and all these like big franchise tournaments. If you really, uh, you can make a big impression there.
Right. And so, along with like cricket, there's obviously like school and other like commitments. So, like, how do you just like balance everything?
I think it's just setting clear schedules and not doing too much outside of cricket in school. When you work on school, make sure you get all the school stuff done. And when you're working on cricket, uh, you don't want to postpone your schoolwork. That's like probably procrastination is like the worst thing to have.
Right. So I know you play the U19 nationals, and could you just like explain like how it was playing that?
Actually, it was very competitive. A lot of big names playing, a lot of previously USA players. So it was a good experience overall. And uh, going into the future is gonna only get better.
And I'm pretty sure one game you got a five for, right? So just could you just like go behind that, like what was the feeling? What do you think you did right during that game?
I think I kept it pretty simple. The top order batsmen that game, they put up a good partnership and they were cruising and they were going to a big like 250 score. And then when I started bowling, it was around 150, and I tried to keep in the right areas. And then what happened is our captain, right? So I'm a batting all I was a batting all rounder in that tournament, so I wasn't supposed to bowl. So it was the last ball of my spell, right? And my captain came up to me and said, "If you don't get a wicket here, you're not gonna bowl anymore," right? And then I went, bowled a googly. It was a very good googly. I cleaned up the guy, and then he gave me another over. I think 7 balls I bowled after he told me that, and I got 5 wickets in those 7 balls.
And uh, like hearing from like other U19 players, they said like the pitch wasn't like the best. So like, how do you just like combat like playing on that pitch?
Honestly, it just comes down to technique. If you bide your time, wait for the bad balls, keep it simple, you're gonna score eventually. If you don't throw away your wicket, all you have to do is stick in there, and you will score runs eventually.
Um, so going on to like USJL again, another big tournament where like big players came in and everything. And play at PVCC, like how was that like too?
Honestly, I think, in my opinion, PVCC is one of the best natural grounds around here that we get to play on at least. And big names always very good to play with big players. We all learn a lot and uh, increase our like it increases our skills. Like when you see big players, you got to play big to like be with them and make a good impression.
Yeah. So my next questions are more like USA cricket. So like, what do you think is like restricting like USA cricket to become like more mainstream compared to like other big cricketing nations?
In my opinion, I feel like the pathway could be improved. Like right now, it's just a once a year thing. One set of tryouts, 3 games, you do good, you make it to the next level. I don't like that personally. Personally, I feel like if minor league and USA Cricket could join together, I think it would be better for the youth coming in, and it would improve the the players getting into the national side.
Right. And like, what do you think USA cricket is doing that's helping the popularity of the sport?
I think advertising is really good. Like they're really marketing it really well, and there's a lot of leagues everywhere. And cricket really started to pick up now. Since people are playing it everywhere all the time, uh, it raises a lot of attention around from the community.
Yeah. And so now with Major League becoming pretty famous, and then USA's like success in the World Cup, like we saw like major like growth in the sport, and you think that like would push USA cricket for like not only just the youth section but also like the national teams and the U19 teams.
Yeah, I agree. USA's performance in the World Cup was like, it was a shocker. It was very special to like all of us who watch cricket, but it was also a good place to talk to other people who don't watch cricket and get them into cricket. And really, the fact that USA can compete at that level, it's going to they're gonna have to create more tours, more playing opportunities for the national side, and that itself will get the team better.
Yeah. And so like what do you think like cricketing culture like is differs from the US compared to like other cricket playing nations?
Other cricket playing nations, they play year round. They play every day. That's the biggest thing. Here we play what we practice maybe 3 times a week max. It just comes down to that. The more you practice, the more you're gonna get better. Other nations they play more. They're better than us right now.
So like like how do you see like the growth in cricket compared to like when you first started like learning about the sport and compared to now?
Actually, when I started playing cricket, there were only like 3 academies, no professional coaching at all, just academies, just a chance to play out with your friends. But now there's big academies, big big players coming in from like overseas to coach, and there's a lot of connections being made between people and coaches overseas. So a lot of tours are coming up. Like we're traveling to Trinidad pretty soon, and I think there's a tour in Jamaica right now, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of opportunities around here.
Yeah. And so like going through the international tours, like how does those tours like help build like the strength of like the players going there?
I think it's just experience. You gain a lot of knowledge from playing internationally, and also mindset. I feel like once you get to the mentality, you can go to a different place and still do the same thing, still do good. When you come back, you're a different player.
Right. And like how do you just see like difference in like playing style between like other countries and compared to here?
Actually, at the youth level, I feel like the talent here and the talent in other countries are pretty matched. But as we get older, I think other countries, since they have all those, they just continue to work harder. And maybe it's lacking here because of importance of college or outside of cricket activities. But That's the only reason.
Right. And so now, like, with some schools getting like a cricket unit in their PE, you think that could like push like for like even more like people playing in like our tournaments and like youth tournaments like that?
Yeah, I agree. A lot of programs are happening. Like a lot of clubs, like in school, are being made, and it's only gonna help cricket in the community.
All right. So my last final question is for you is like what is your goal in cricket as a long term and short term?
Uh, Long term and short term, play for the national side, obviously, and another long term would be play franchise leagues around the world,
Mm-hmm.
travel around, play with other big players.
Right. So yeah, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you, like it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that does it for this interview, guys. Yeah, just stay tuned for more interviews coming up soon. Bye, guys.